So thank you for everyone who joined. So just for us to make sure that everyone brought everything that is needed, check that you have pen and pencil, that you have a paper notebook. It can be A9 workbook that we have, or it can be any other paper. And ask other people who are joining us to mute themselves. And if anything, if you want to share things, you can write us in the chat box, or you can unmute when I'm so I'm happy to see everyone who joined. As I told, this event is about journaling boost. I finally got time, as I called, like I finally got time to do it. What we want to do within this event is to have time to write. And it can be your daily routine writing that you're doing every time. So you already know what you want to write. So you just join our event and you book the time for yourself to write. Or if you're a more person like me that wants to write but don't know what, then you join our event, you listen to me, to some questions, reflection, there will be reflection questions, exercises, and then you can write. But the idea is that we can come together, we can schedule the time for us to write, to reflect on our life, and hopefully also share some tips and discuss things. We want to do it every second Wednesday. Next event will be in the next Wednesday, which is July 8th. And if you think that the time is not really appropriate or the format you would love to change, we'll be really happy to hear the feedback from you. These organizers, basically me and Maria, we are educators, we're soft skills trainers, and we are authors of this workbook that basically we want to have this meetings on. The content will be coming from this book, and we'll take every time one thing at a time and reflect on that one thing. I really love organizing events. Maria really likes journaling and stationaries, and we thought, like, why not to have this time where we combine our passions and we have an event where people can come and write with us and reflect on their life. This is basically the workbook that I mentioned is designed for you to try different things in life on different areas, from growth perspective, from earning, from work perspective, from different perspectives and angles. And you can use it in this 8 different ways, as art journal or photo journal or inspiration journal or reflection notebook. And basically this is how we will use this workbook this time. We will use it as a reflection workbook. So if you already have this workbook, you will probably have you will see the first page. It looks like every page it has its task. So the first page, it has actually the content that I'm sharing now. It has connect with the person you care about. And this is their description. Actually, we took it from there, right, which you can see now. The idea is to make time for communication and have a deep connection with the person you know well. Express things you wanted for a long time, but didn't find the right time or reason to do so. Speak out, say what you think. So if you follow this task within our workbook, you will see that here you will write reasons. Why do you think it's good to talk to this person? Here you will write tips, how it's better to do it. And here is just reflection space for you to write. So we encourage you to use it for this side, for actually reflecting on the things and to write down. And also there are some of the people names, you can write it inside of this box. As this task is more focused on actually going and talking to a person, we won't practice simulation of you going somewhere and I'm pretending I'm your friend. We will rather use this space to reflect in general on what kind of friends you have, what is your friend circle, about whom you care, and what are the things that you can do, how you can express the care through not only just talk, but something else. So there's 2 parts, evaluating your friend circle, and second is about thinking of the ways how you express care rather than only talking. So first exercise, so as I told, we need to have a pen and we'll actually write in this event. It's not about me talking, but it's about you writing. So first task will give you 1 minute. If it's not enough, then let me know, okay? I want to give you 1 minute to think about the people who care about the problems, and any people comes to your mind, you just write their names. Yeah, so you can use the space here about why, yeah, or you can write anywhere. in your notebook. So we'll take 1 minute. Let's think about people who care about your problems. Okay, 10 more seconds. Think about 1 to 1 names. Okay. If you didn't finish the list, it's very good sign. I'm very happy for you. Keep that space. You can continue later on. Now let's think about whom you care about. Yeah, so we just thought about people who care about you, and you deeply know about that. Now think about whom you care. It can be the same people, it can be different people. Yeah. So again, 1 minute. Let's think about whom you care about. Okay, 1 minute passed. And with that, now we can compare these two things, right? We can think of now, basically, you have a list of people that close to your heart. Let's think of just 1, 2, maybe 3 reasons. Why do you think they care about you? Yeah, or why do you care so much about them? Is it because of your relatives? Is it because they help you a lot? Is it because, what is the reason behind that? Is it because you love them? Is it because you own something to them and you have to care about them? What are the reasons? Yeah, and for that I'll give a little bit more time. So I'll give 3 minutes for us to finish their list of people and also to think of the reasons behind that. And for those who finished, you can also highlight the people that you would love to talk to today or within this week. within this list, with whom would you love to reconnect? With whom would you love to just talk? Okay, 1 minute. So let's think about the people with whom would you like to reconnect today or this week. You can circle them. Okay, so I would love to have a chat with you guys. Yeah, so anyone would love to share with how many people so far you plan to reconnect? Who is in your list that you would love to talk to this week? So personally, I can start. I put 3 people, um, mostly from their list that I care about. I'm not sure if they care about me. And um, the reasons I told why I care about them, for example, because um, they show the care for me, they support me in their really hard moments of time, and they really understand me. Yeah. And I put the 3 people that I would love to talk to this week. Yeah. So maybe you would love to share with the name, or like how many people would your life love to reconnect. Feel free to. You can write also in the chat. Yeah, we have a chat box on top, and Maria will help us to check the chat box. Okay. Okay. So is there any in mind? Would love to have it a little bit more interactive, guys. So at least if you really don't want to, I feel you. But if you can write at least the number. Yeah, with how many people you would like to connect. Okay. Okay, so a little bit of the research. I think me and Maria wouldn't be the trainers if we wouldn't put the research in the PPT. So we had some searchings on the part of the friendship. Yeah, so there are 3 interesting studies that were done of how many friends do people have. The study was mainly done within Americans, US communities, and you can see in 2004 these are the results of the close friends. Yeah. So seeing the statistics, I would love you to think of how many close friends do you have based on your list just now that you wrote. From that list, you will see the close friends. So how many close friends do you have? And then you will see in which kind of category you are. Yeah. Just to bring the awareness, nothing else. Yeah. There majority of people having 3-5 close friends. Actually, I'm there as well. So in 39%. The next interesting perspective to think about the friendship is to think from different perspective of their relationship, how close they are. Yeah. So, and another study shows that this is the approximate numbers that you would have within their intimate bonds, approximately 5 people, plus minus. Then close friends, 15, friends 50, and 150 casual friends. Personally, how I would define it, if you don't say, is this friend, close friend, ultimate bond? I would say if there is a person whom you fully trust, who can support you in any time, and you can support them in any time, whom you can share, maybe not everything, yes, but like most of the things. That's your intimate bonds. If there are some people that you hang out, meet often, it can be your colleagues, work colleagues, that's probably your close friends. The people of, let's say, friends of friends, or some people that you see like once in a while, once in some kind of event, or once in some kind of place in the market, let's say, you go to always that lady that sells that fruits. That can be your friend, yes, but you basically see it really rare, then that's their 50 number, yeah. And casual friends is basically your, let's say, WeChat or Facebook friends list. An interesting study, actually, just telling about Facebook, the Dunbar's theory, which is this theory, was proved by Facebook users studies, which if you will check average profile of their people in Facebook, you will see that on a friends list they would have around the same 155 casual friends. Then from that casual friends, there will be around 43 contacts they are friends, and there will be around 4 people that are really the trustworthy, the close friends. So based on that, I would love you all to also to reflect. You can write it in the circles, or you can write it just with a 1, 2, 3, 4. So with how many friends you can count it as an intimate bond? How many close friends do you have? How many friends do you have? And how many casual friends do you have? So let's give 2 minutes for that. So time is almost up. If you didn't finish, try to finish. If you finish, think about, so now you see the picture. In the end, it's you who decide what to do with this data. We want to provide you a platform to reflect. Some suggestions from my side, how you can took it forward, because I know some people that are joining us there, some people told me that they are looking for jobs. Some people told that they are looking actually for more activities, social activities, to connect with new people. So based on that I know that some people like this joining us, I would love you to reflect on first about your intimate bonds. Can you actually talk to each of that person within this next following week? Can you reconnect with them? And can you maybe do something for them that we will just discuss right after this? Can you show your care to them? And the second part is how you can make sure that they're casual friends, they're people that you just met or heard or just add WeChat contact and forgot about them, how you can create that opportunities to reconnect with that people in some way. And how that casual friends that maybe you just heard can become your friends, can become the people that you can refer to from perspective of help, support, or anything like this. Yeah. Is there anything you can do for that? Okay. And the last part on the assessment of the friends, actually I found this article, which it's not really research-based article, but I do think it's provided by one of their kind of coach, and they classified friends in 5 types. I cannot say that it's really scientific, but I do think that it really gives a good also review for you, the idea for you of what kind of friends do you have in your circle, and if you are the person who would love to expand your network, what kind of people you can look for. Yeah, so there are 5 types of people, the friends. One is dreamer. Basically, you will see later. If you want, I can screenshot send to you, no worries. But basically the dreamers are the people that always full of ideas. They say, okay, let's do it. How about hiking this Sunday? How about starting this business? How about you change your color? It will be so cool. And they full of ideas. They're full of inspirations. They have everything in their mind they want to share with you. Drivers, they are the people that brings the dream to reality. Yeah, they will have their ways of resources in their probable place, or their organized timeline, and they will be asking you questions, so they will giving you good advices on how to make that idea into practice. So if you would talk to a driver friend, if you say, oh, I would love to start exercising, the person would say, okay, I have a gym near your place, I will introduce you to it. They will make sure that you will actually start doing things. Motivators are the people who would inspire you, motivate you. They would probably praise you, or they would probably have something in themselves that when you look at them, you want to be better, you want to accomplish your things, and they will support your goals. Supporters are the people who very soft, and who would really listen to you for a long time. They would come at 2 a.m. if you need. They will say yes to everything, like to all their things that you would suggest, in a way of support. Their devil's advocate is the person who is very critical. They will ask you provocative questions. They will show you problems that are there, in the same way of their gym example. The devil's advocate would say, but do you know how much does it cost? Do you actually have this money? Do you actually have time? You are so busy. Yeah. So based on these types of people, the friends, this is a very short review of all of them. I want us to take again 3 minutes and to think of just people. You don't have to write all your friends who are that, but at least one person who is like this. dreamer, driver, motivator, supporter, devil's advocate. So if you don't have that people in mind, if you, for example, don't have any critical people like your friends, yeah, all of them, they always support, motivate, but don't criticize you, then you don't write the name. You just don't have them. So let's take again 3 minutes and think about their people, the friends, yeah, from this perspective. Who is your dreamer friend? Who is your driver friend? Motivator. Supporter. Devil's advocate. And you can also take your intimate bonds connections, people, and think about that people as well. Who are they? And for those who also finish, you can think about the casual friends or friends that you have, and think about if you're missing some of the people, for example, motivator, who are from that casual friends that you know, maybe you heard, you have a, let's say, contact, but you don't really get in touch. Who are from that people that can, you think, can fill this niche? And I would love you guys to give me a feedback on the timing, because as I told, this writing events we're just starting to. So far, are you with me? Did you finish everything? Are you fine? Do you need more time? Can you write in the chat box? If you finish, you can put, for example, plus. With this exercise, what I would love you to think of is first, to which kind of people do you tend to talk to, and your for example, from my side, I can see that I have many people who are supporters from my friends list, yeah, the close friends list. So to which types of friends you tend to have, yeah, which one would you love to have more, and who are you as well? Think about as a friend. I found myself really clearly in one of the type. Who are you for others? Yeah. You can also write in the chat box if you don't mind. Who are you? That would be nice to know. Okay, and the last thing that we will reflect on, and I wanted us to write down the list on, is was the useful things of how to show the care to other people. So there was a study in Britain where 2,000 people, adults, um, told on how do they show the care to others. With these exercises, there was lots of statistics drawn from it. You can actually, again, you can check in Google. Camilla Shelley is the one who did this study. You will see different percentages on different things, but I found this one quite interesting to show you, as 60% when they do something, when they show some care, they don't have any motive, they just do it. And 40% of people, when they do something, they expect something in return. And here is basically the study, the sum up. So we have 50 ways to show care to people. It can be, the interesting part, you will see that the first top 10 has several types of cooking part. So basically people really like to cook. As you can see, most of them are very simple and really easy to implement. We have it 50, so we have 2 slides, this and next one. Okay, what I want you to do is to write down some, to read all of it, and to write down, to note some, to mark some that you resonate with, that you would love to have. So I think in this way, you know, later when you communicate with friends, you can say, do you know, by the way, I really like to when other people, let's say, cook healthy meals for me, can you do more of that, for example? Yeah, you can express your desires, but what you actually can do, that I would love you to plan, is have that people you already planned, the people that you want to talk to within this week. So think of what can you do from this list to this people. Yeah, so okay, I know, for this person I can give a compliment. Okay, for this person I can actually make 22, make them breakfast in bed. Okay, for this person I know I can buy a little present. Yeah, so with anything that you think you resonate, you can write down as an inspiration and as a thing to do for you. You can write maybe the number for now. I will send you this picture so you don't have to write all of it. Okay, and I know it's quite in a rush, but as I told, we have quite limited time. I would love us to proceed. And if you didn't think of, don't worry, we will send that to the group. I see also there were 4 of those missing. Basically, the last 4 will, if you're curious, I will send to you. So, okay. I hope at least you have already 1 or 2 things that you would love to do for the people that you would love to talk with for their next week. With that, I want to close our meeting. So, but it doesn't mean that the writing for you will be finished. So again, as I told, we want to have this events as an inspiration points for you to come and actually budget the time to sit and write. And hope later on you can have it as a habit of doing it on daily basis, on weekly basis, and you can schedule the time after event or before our event to write deeper, to write more things from your side. So now every time we will try to do something new, something interesting. Next time on the July 8th we will talk about financial goals, so reviewing your financial goals. Maria will be with us and she will guide us through journaling journey on what are your goals and help us to basically to review them. Here is the WeChat code that you can scan. I think most of you already friends with me. Basically scan, we will add you to our group that we have. If you would love to have the workbook, you're welcome. You can ask about me more things about that. And just last thing that I would love to share with you is these 2 events on July 2nd and July 4th. The first is for adults, the second one is for adults and kids. They are great, wonderful offline events happening in Shanghai. So anyone who is interested can join us within this week and continue your learning journey. So I'll send more information about these 2 events again in the group, our WeChat group. If you are not in our WeChat group, you can reach out for me over Facebook or Instagram if you connected with me there, and I'll guide you with that. So thank you so much. We'll close this event, but hopefully you won't stop your journey on the right. So good luck, thank you, and have a beautiful evening. Bye bye.